guys, today I'm really excited because I'm going to be trying out how do you make rosemary Italian bread. Now this is something I've wanted to make for a long time. I really wanted to get that Italian restaurant bread type feeling, and I saw this cool recipe online, but the only problem was it was how to make bread with a bread maker. Now I don't have a bread maker, so I decided to research other techniques on how to make bread online and experiment with this. So I just wanted to share with you my technique and how this recipe turned out. Okay, so the first step is adding sugar and salt to 1 cup of warm water. It's really important to have warm water because we're trying to get the yeast to activate. The next step is adding the 1.5 teaspoon of yeast into the mixture and just waiting for it to foam up. It's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes for the yeast to foam up, and you're going to see some small bubbles appearing. This texture of the yeast is perfect. It's creamy and you can see the bubbles appearing, so it's ready for the mixer. I've put my dough hook on and I've set the speed at the lowest speed, and I've just started it as it mixes the yeast and water mixture before I'm going to slowly add my flour. The original recipe called for bread flour, but I didn't have any bread flour, so I used 2 cups of whole wheat flour and half a cup of all-purpose flour. I'm just adding half of the flour to the mixture, and then I'm going to add half of the oil. I'm going to let it mix for a little bit and then add the remaining flour, oil, and the black pepper, the rosemary, and the Italian seasoning. After all the ingredients are mixed together, I put the mixer on medium and let it knead the dough for about 5 minutes until everything comes together. While waiting for the dough to get ready, I sprayed some oil in a bowl. I put the dough in this bowl, sprayed some oil on top of the dough so that it doesn't crack, and then covered it up with a plastic wrap and a small kitchen towel. I checked back on the dough after 1 hour, punched it in, and thought to let it rise again for another hour or 2 hours or so. After 2 more hours of waiting time, I finally got the perfect consistency of the dough. It was very soft and very airy. I formed the dough into a loaf as artistically as I could, and snipped the top with some scissors to give it that Italian bakery look. I baked it in the oven for 20 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and then 10 minutes again at 420 degrees until the bread was a golden brown from the top. Honestly, at this point it smelled so good. I couldn't wait, so I didn't let it cool for long. I am really happy with this recipe. The bread was amazing. Honestly, it tastes so good on its own. This recipe was a 10 out of 10 pass. Hope you try this one.